set up. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? I gotta get my wallpaper engine up so I can get the cool Witcher emblems. Daniel, what up, dude? How's it going, man? So, what happened with my RGB right now? No, whatever. Anyways, I figured we talk about business and side hustle today. So we did a business video yesterday disguised as band again, because no one else is gonna click on a business video unless you. Anyways, just ask me questions about business and side hustle, how to run it, stuff you can do with it, how to open one different, like you got LLCs, you got S Corps, you got sole proprietor, you got C Corps. When is the next corporate cringe? Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Chill music. Turn up the volume. I got you. Is this any better? How about now? I have never clicked so fast. Martin, I appreciate that. Hope you are doing swell. What kind of motorcycle do you have? I have a Speed Triple 1050 Triumph. It is my baby. If there's not snow on the ground and it's not icy. Swiggity swoogity. Wait, hold on. Stylo, I got something for you.
Swiggity swoogity.
How to get clients? It's more of a freelance question, but yeah, sure, let's tackle it. So I did this in another stream, but basically you go pull up Google Maps. It depends on what clients, but go pull up Google Maps, look around, look for coffee shops, landscape businesses, little mom and pop shops like bakeries, and then look at their website. And then go in and pretend to be a satisfied customer, and then say, I was trying to do something on your website, but your website doesn't offer it, and then make the proposition right there. That's how I do it. Is Udemy worth it as a side hustle? Nah, not really. I would never put any courses on Udemy because unless you give a direct link to your course, you get like $2. Close the console to fix the error. What up, dude? Is there a YouTube where they do web app reviews? Like a channel? I don't know. Big fan for Vietnam. Welcome aboard. I have an English degree. I can't go back to school and I want to get into software. What do you recommend? Free Code Camp got you covered. They're going to put you on web dev. I don't know if you want to do web dev. You got all kinds of different devs. You got web dev. You got like desktop apps. You can do that with Electron, but you got games. You got mobile apps. You got machine learning. All kinds of, you know. You got to figure, like every time someone says, I want to get into code, but I'm not sure how to do it. You got to ask yourself the question, what do you want to make? And then go from there. Depending on what you want to make, decides what you're going to learn. Can you collaborate with RTC? If she's down. If she wants to. Could I start a podcast if nobody knows me? I mean, you can. That's the problem with making a product or making any sort of brand at first. Nobody knows you, so you got to push really hard to get out there and keep going. And you got to keep making content even when people don't show up. And that's the hardest part. When you spend 5 hours to make something and you get 10 views, no one leaves a comment, no one likes, no one does anything, and then you have to keep doing it. That's the hardest part. How to improve social skills as a programmer? Like hit up Tinder, I guess. Justin Clark, what's good, dude? What are we going to talk about tonight? We're talking about businesses, side hustles, how to open one, how to run one, different types of businesses, anything you want to know. Also, if you're interested in doing like a one-on-one with me, because I don't answer your question all the way, just link for that is down there. Also, there's a new resume portfolio combo I put on the website. So you get the resume and a templated portfolio that he used to get the 85K job. All right, I'm done shilling, but I never shill, so like I don't feel that bad. And I'm not shilling like some random company either. You still do channel reviews? I sure do. I think we're gonna have designated days. So these are my ideas. Hi, what's up, dude? Mean or Mern? Whatever gets the job done. Web dev bachelor's degree program from ASU. I don't think you need a bachelor's degree to do web dev, bro. Just my Rebel Coder. Are you gonna do YouTube channels today? Not today. So I got my list of stuff here. These are gonna be my stream go-tos for YouTube. Well, yeah, probably YouTube. So we have YouTube channel reviews, calling companies, garbage job hunting, corporate cringe hunting, answering Instagram messages, resume review, portfolio review, business stream, and then finding decent jobs for people. Maybe a watch me work stream. A video editing stream would do trash, so I don't think I'd do that on YouTube. But anyways, Bumble is better. Tinder doesn't work. Do you think the Danlock HTC program is a scam? So first of all, calling anything a scam will get you sued. Do I think it's worth it? No. Since Josh is ignoring me. Hey now. I answered the question. What? Jesse, what are you talking about? How can you advertise your channel? Don't pay for ads if you're not selling anything. That's a big no-no, in my opinion. Like, you can get YouTube ads, don't pay for ads. But how to advertise it? You got to cross-post. You got to go to places where there's traffic, and you got to intercept some of that traffic. So you got to take your YouTube channel, you got to post it on Reddit. Reddit's going to hate you for it. They're gonna downvote you for it, and you're going to have to fight through that. So pick your subreddits carefully. Go to Facebook groups. Post on Instagram clips with your link in the description. LinkedIn is a good spot. Obviously not for me because I'm banned though. Are there enough opportunities in the internet business as most of the ideas are already executed? Most of the ideas are already executed. I think a lot of people with great ideas would disagree. What do you miss about Finland? I'd like to go back now that I'm not a broke college student and do the things that I saw all of my classmates doing. Like, they were going skiing on the weekends, and they were, you know, going to all these cool places, and I was just, like, broke and, like, getting divorced. So, like, I wasn't, you know, I'd go back to do all the things I couldn't do. I don't know if I miss it, but I'd like to try. Can you do web app reviews on your channel? I feel like web app reviews on my channel would just be, like, unpaid advertisement. You're banned on LinkedIn? Yeah. Well, so I got banned on LinkedIn the first time to make a point about how there's no accountability. I made myself the CEO of Google, the CEO of Amazon, the CEO of Apple, and the CEO of Facebook all at the same time. And holy crap, $2. Thank you so much. Obviously, I'm not, so they banned me. This is a weird song. Hold. Okay. Well, we'll tolerate the song. Is Finland cold? Finland is essentially the European version of Alaska. So is Norway. So is Sweden. When to invest? What do you want to invest in? What do you think about comma AI? I don't know. Do you recommend Fiverr for a couple of months? No. I don't recommend Fiverr. I don't recommend Upwork. I think the best way to do it is build your own traffic. It's the hardest, but it's the most reliable, right? Because if you're on Fiverr, people are coming to the platform and you're hoping you siphon some of those people for your own service. Whereas if you build your own service and you get out there in front of people, people come to you, right? Then you have to, like, no, I'm busy right now. I'm booked. Can't start. Hello from Croatia. What up, dude? Are you gonna do a code bootcamp? I already did a code bootcamp. How much would a web app review cost? I don't know. It really depends what it would be. You know, like, is it something I would use? I try not to shill things. $1.99. Holy moly. Why? Why? Oh no, not this song. Invest in dividend companies. You need enough. You need enough for it to matter. How's the weather on your side? It's sunny outside right now. Might be a good motorcycle day. I might take the motorcycle to the gym today. All right. Nope, not this song either. Sup, homie? Do you think it's possible to pay off debt and bills and start your own business at the same time? Yeah, to start your own business, you don't even need an LLC. Honestly, you don't need. You should have one for legal, like, representation, because you can get sued to the ground as a sole proprietor, and they could take your personal assets. You don't want that, right? You don't want. You need a shield. You need that Captain America shield right here, so they can't take your stuff. This is the LLC, so they can't do that. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap though. Like, if you don't want to pay anything, you're automatically a sole proprietor. Freddie Diaz hits me with the new member. All right, I got to get you the 5. Oh, hold on. Let me get you the 5 push-ups, my dude. Oh, $2 donation train. Thank you so much. Hold on. I'll come back, answer all these questions that I missed. Just give me one. Let me hit you with the 5 push-ups real quick. We gotta do 5. All right. Hold on. That's 5. Okay. Okay. What? Why? Who's hitting the donos? Why? 20, why? Put it back. Take it back. Alright, let me scroll back up. Thank you for the new member. Thank you for the donos. I don't know why. I didn't really do anything, but thank you. Okay. You think programming field is saturated? Yes, it's saturated with a bunch of people who don't know how to code. It's saturated with a bunch of people who put Udemy certificates on their resume. Don't do that. Like, you could do that 5 years ago. You can't do that anymore. You're gonna get laughed at. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a developer are you? I don't know what that 1 to 10 scale is measuring. I can't answer. That's not the right question. I can get the job done. I can figure stuff out. Do I know stuff off the top of my head? Depends. Where's that put me? Do 80 push-ups at least. Bro, Look. Chest day is tomorrow. I gotta save the glucose in here. I'm not trying to get that, that lactic acid in there. How do I use the icons? So it's just semicolon, and then you type Keanu, and hit you with a Keanu. You're beautiful. Are remote jobs worth it? Yes, remote jobs are the only way to go. All right, I'm scrolling back up. How to sell a product when your customers are big companies and you have no connections? What do you want to sell? Answer that first. Is it possible to be in school for computer science while managing your business? Yes. Managing your business is not it's not that big of a deal. When you're a one-man band, hey Sue, when you're a one-man band, it's not like managing your business is almost nothing. It's not that hard, especially if you're not making that much money. You gotta watch more of your videos than any of the Netflix. You can use the icons. What is this? What do you really think about Clement? He's a nice guy. Are 5-minute videos bad? They're not bad. Like, videos are better than no videos, but 10-minute videos, 10-minute plus is the ideal. I feel self-doubt and being self-taught. Bro, we all feel self-doubt and being self-taught. Good luck with the new hustle. Thoughts on Triple Bite? Triple Bite is rough. Actually, Patrick did it. Patrick from Lambda School, he did it. And he had like 1 or 2 job offers. Pretty decent. Have you tried programming smart contracts on the blockchain? Blockchain developers are the most sought after in the industry. I don't know about that, but yeah, I have. I've actually made a contract. I made my own Ethereum coin called DevCoin. It was on the test network because I didn't want to pay money or pay Ethereum to. I made a video about it. Have you done remote work for companies that hire people in the EU? Yes, I used to teach code for a company that was in Europe. They paid me once a month over PayPal. Why are you not active on Twitter? I sometimes post. Because I don't like spending my whole day on social media because I make YouTube videos all day. Do you think if I use 10 seconds of CNN and Fox News clips on my reviews, I could get in trouble? No. With a network of friends who can program, who are offering me a percentage of all sales I get for them, how can I get them customers? Facebook ads, probably. Facebook ads, Instagram ads. That's probably right now what I would do. Alright, I can't do this song. There we go. Much more chill. Love from India. What up, man? I'm too frustrated with my software engineering job, and it's my first job after college, and it's only been 6 months. Is this normal? Yes. I've seen Josh post on Twitter. I've posted on Twitter a few times. Every time LinkedIn bans me, I post on Twitter. Oh, 5 more push-ups. All right, Kyle, thank you so much. I got you. Let me answer a couple more questions so I can catch up. Google is my dream job. Does Google have corporate cringe stuff? The bigger the company, the more likely... okay, this is the rule. The bigger the company, the more conservative it gets. The more hoops you have to jump through to be able to do something and make an individual impact. And I find bigger companies tend to have more cringe. What's up with the wall behind you? Yeah, so this is just like a scratch mark. I used to have like a standing desk and it just scratched my wall. I don't like my manager. What can I do? I mean, get a new one? I don't know. Why don't you code anymore? I do code. I just don't code for a job. That's just, I have this thing called over-justification effect. And basically, that means when you get paid to do something, it's no longer fun for you. It doesn't happen with everything. It happens with some things, and code was one of those things for me. Like, it was fun to learn code at boot camp, even though it was frustrating and hard. You know, I was doing it because I was learning, I was having fun, I was tinkering with things, and then some guy's like, make this new application, which is some ERP program that allows us to connect customers seamlessly. And I'm just like, I don't care about this. You know, it wasn't fun for me. So that's the main reason. So every time I tinker with things, like when I made this scream light on this Arduino, right, where I just yell and it comes on, like that was fun. It has 0 point, but screaming, you scream into the mic and the light just lights up. It's like those Monsters Inc. canisters with the little kids scream for their energy. Headphones, these are some Sonys that I got at Best Buy. Oh, ad revenue. Someone asked about ad revenue. Let's see. Well, so it's behind like 2 days. Ad revenue this month is $7,343.61. How'd you learn to code? I went to a boot camp. Free code camp's good. Have you never dreamed to work in MNC like Google or Microsoft? No, never. It was never a dream of mine to work for someone else. That's all. I thought it was. It just wasn't. I do my own thing, you know. All right, let me get the 5. Anders, good reminder. We got chest to ground push-ups. Okay. What's the name of the wallpaper software? It's just Wallpaper Engine. I struggle to work from home, but I want to. Any tips to get stuff done? I mean, Pomodoro's like Rachel here recommended a lot, but it doesn't really work for me. I think setting a timer does, but not like Pomodoro. I don't know. I write stuff down. A to-do list is a big one. Oh, now we're on like a hot date. There's jazz music back here. Would you like a job in robotics? I don't want a job, man. That's the thing. Like, I want to make things that I want to make, and you don't get to do that as a job. You know what I'm saying? Can you do 5 push-ups with one hand? I maybe half of that. I haven't tried. Is Treehouse a good option? Treehouse is like Udemy with like a subscription. Should do burpees for every dollar. Look, I still have to go to the gym today. All right. What company would you recommend to apply for a beginner that's trying to be in IT? There's no specific company I can recommend. It depends on what you want to. Oh my, we're doing 5 more push-ups. Promise us YouTube fame is not going to change your content. Like doing crappy videos just for views. I don't know. If I do crappy videos for views, it's because I like to make crappy videos for views. Kyle Gray, I got you. If you want to get into IT, all right, IT's so huge. You have to decide if you want to work on hardware or if you want to code. If you want to learn to code, you got to figure out what type of code you want to do. And then when I say what type of code, it means like, what do you want to make? Phone apps? Do you want to make video games? Do you want to make desktop apps? Websites? You got to figure out that, and then I can point you in a direction. Do you own a Second Amendment? Yeah, I do. I mean, who wants to know? What, you trying to come visit or something? One hand push-up, it's not happening. You're not doing it. Still waiting on that podcast. Tom, it's happening. I have everything queued up for the first episode. Can you be good at coding if you're not good at math? Yeah, sure can. I mean, I don't know. Define good at math. People say that they're not good at math because they didn't have access to... When you do math in school, right, they just give you the questions and maybe you get like a 1 card worth of formula sheet. In real life, in the real world, outside of college, you just hit up Google or ask somebody. You get to cheat in real life. I'm a dip. All right. Bye, Taylor. If you weren't doing YouTube, what would you be doing? Maybe flying airplanes. But that's like a bummer job. Like job-wise, like work-life, eh. What do you say about buying something from Flippa and start a small side hustle? You gotta have a lot of money to buy that. Oh, let me get you those 5 real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Uno momento. Dogs, what up? We about to do some push-ups? We gonna do push-ups? Alright, hold on. Let me do some push-ups. Watch out. Watch out, we gonna do some push-ups. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? I'll do 1 more. Okay. Okay. What are you doing? Y'all being crazy. What is this? I'm back. Do you like using Dreamweaver? No, I don't. $9.99. Holy moly. Went from no experience to 60K a year in 6 months. Thanks to you, I followed your portfolio tips. Resume, got an associate dev job. Thank you so much for getting me out of retail. Dude, congratulations, man. Good stuff. So, you like... that's awesome, man. Good stuff. Doggo push-ups. They're all crazy because I have the back door open, so they're running around outside chasing squirrels. And they're like working dogs, right? They just always want to play. Did you study discrete math for CS? I don't have a CS degree. I have an engineering degree, like a mechanical engineering degree. Can you do hardware without a degree? You sure can. You might have a hard time convincing other people of that. How's the pilot's license going? It's not, because I'm a baby. Look, let me get some Keanu's for Iron Man guides. Congratulations, dude. Thank you for that. Don't know it's raining today? Well, I don't know why. I'm just trying to help. What's better for beginners, web dev or software dev? Okay, web dev is a subset of software dev. Software dev could mean make mobile apps. Software dev could desktop. Like, software dev is just this generic, vague term, and then everything underneath it. Recommended video editing software, even for the... okay, so I use Premiere Pro, which is paid, but that's because I have all the Adobe stuff, like Photoshop and After Effects and all that stuff. But DaVinci Resolve is free. And it's okay, if I wasn't using Premiere, I would use DaVinci Resolve. It's Hollywood. Hollywood uses the pro version. There's the non-pro version. Doesn't have watermarks. Doesn't limit the amount of things you can edit. Totally free. It's the best color grading software, editing software, hands down, for free. Can introverts get software engineering jobs? Yes. You drink whey protein? Not really. I just eat. Can you tell people to stay away from jobs that require you to stay for an extended period? A 5-year contract and can't do anything that you can break the contract. It's not like you're not like you might have to pay money, but you can break it. But yeah, don't sign those sorts of contracts that like where you can't leave. That's don't make any sense. Can I start applying to jobs with only my own projects on my portfolio? Yeah, of course. That's how everyone starts, with no experience. How do you get experience? Kevin McAllister, the pilot's license. All right, so this is where I'm at with the pilot's license stuff. I really want to do it. Here's the thing. It's like $100 an hour to operate a plane. Like, once you own the plane, it's like $100 an hour. Or I could paraglide. Like, now that's not as exciting. It is. It's a lot cheaper. I could hang glide. It's a lot cheaper. I'll probably still get it though. I think about it like every day, and I ask myself, why aren't you doing this yet, Josh? What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Brandseed, I hit 420 subs. Should I make more vids? You should always make more videos. Thoughts on data science? Data science is pretty dope. It's pretty niche. I mean, like, do you like crunching numbers? Should adding a colorful plant in videos make the quality better? The reason that people add plants is to put it in the foreground, like this cup. So if I put something here in the foreground, imagine this as like a plant. It just adds a little bit more depth. That's the main thing. You could read some books on the internet about programming languages you're interested in. I'm not interested in any programming languages. I'm only interested in making things. And then whatever the language is, I will learn it. When did you live in Finland? 2011, 2015. What businesses do you currently own? I own my own business. What do you want to own in the future? I have no idea. Do a glider license, pretty cheap and fun. Yeah. But the idea of having an airplane and just like going to Oregon for the weekend and then coming back sounds absolutely fantastic. Get a cross-country license and then boom, just go visit subscribers. What lens do you use? I have a bunch of different ones. This is a Tokina 11-20. I got a bunch more though. Josh, I'm willing to work for you for free. Are you looking for someone? I don't want you to work for me for free. Because I wouldn't endorse that for somebody else. Remember what Shia LaBeouf said. Make your dreams come true. I mean, you got to make your dreams come true, but then also have money to not be homeless, right? Get a paramotor. Paramotor is super dope. It's more of a novel thing, like Tucker Gott's channel. It costs like $20K to get a commercial pilot's license. Yeah, no, I think it's a lot more than that, but I don't want a commercial pilot's license. I just want a private pilot's license and to be able to go cross country. You can get a Mosquito Air. It costs around $40K and the cost operates $30 an hour. Yeah, I've seen that, but then it's just like one person. I think I would probably get a Cessna 182. A Cessna 182 or a Kit Fox. I'm torn. Bush flying seems a lot more my style, but cross country is not really. Can't really do that. What TV shows are you watching? I don't really watch TV shows. I watched The Mandalorian. That was the last thing I was like excited about. It's so good. So good. I have a PPL, so anytime you want to go flying, let me know, dude. That's the way to do it. How much should I be paying? Derek, how much should I be paying to learn how to get a PPL? Like 150 an hour? 160 an hour? I'm expecting like 10K. That's the total cost. And that's just for PPL. Then you got to get like IF rating, your IFR rating. I don't know if that's the same as cross country. That's another 10K for each of those. It's like 30K. Then you got to buy an airplane. Huh. I'm most interested in the Odin project. Should I go for it and start offering free? You should have. Yeah, you can start offering freelance services anytime. New Cessna Skycatcher 110. Yeah, I don't have 110K. It's about 10K to get a PPL. Just to get the PPL. That's like VFR, which means you fly visually. Then you have this other thing called an IFR, which means let's say it's like super foggy outside and you can't see anything and you're flying the airplane. You can't see 2 feet in front of you, but you got to land the plane. You got to get IFR, instrument rating. And then cross country. So, yeah, 160 wet. Ooh. Baron 58. Ooh. Well, I mean, I don't know. So that's like 160 an hour with the guy sitting next to you, teaching you. So I don't know. I spent like almost my entire Friday just watching a couple of videos on YouTube of people flying their airplanes. Like there's this one dude, I forget his name, but all he does is fly around. He just flies his Cessna 182 around the world, and he talks. He just gives talks. I don't know. It's like he's like 19. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Wanted to be a pilot out of high school. Saw the prices of Embry-Riddle. Dude, exact same thing. I was already in college in the United States, and I tried to apply to be a pilot at Embry-Riddle in Florida, and it's $50K. $50K a semester. $50K a semester. Okay, now 4 years. All right, 8 semesters. Whew. Be a self-taught pilot. I don't think that's legal unless you're in like an experimental. Trust me, bruh. I got my Udemy in flying. It's my nano degree. Don't even worry about it. Would you consider giving me online classes at your own rate, like half an hour to an hour per week? What do you mean online classes? Yeah, just be rich. Have you tried just being rich? That usually helps. Yeah, pilots as a job is terrible. So it's like 200K, probably over that. 200K to go to Embry-Riddle to get a private pilot's license and a bachelor's degree in aeronautical science. And then your first job, your first job after you graduate from Embry-Riddle is to become a trainer. So you get paid $10 an hour. Yeah, Matt Guthmiller. Dude, that guy's goals. Like that is like my exact idea for what I would do with this channel, except I would fly to go document people's hustles, right? Like, it would be on me, right? The only thing I get out of it is, like, just making content, right? Like if you're like hustling, you're starting a business, you're like learning how to code, right? I'd fly my airplane to wherever you live, take an Uber, get an Airbnb, and we'll make like a whole story about your life. Like that is like documentaries, flying. That's it. That's my dream right there. It's just a lot. It's a lot of money. How much do you have to pay a Lambda? Nothing. And 17% for 2 years after. Or up to 30K. Laughs and Wright brothers. Thank you for showing the real motivations of my company when they're doing hackathons. I'm just trying to... I'm overly suspicious. Maybe you could say that. People say cynical. I say overly suspicious. Have you invested in the stock market or real estate? So I can't really invest in real estate. Just got approved for merch Amazon. Should I pay for advertising? I don't know what you're selling. But probably, yeah, unless you can drive traffic there. He's in a Bonanza. That's a wonderful airplane. Yeah, it's Cessna 182 Bonanza. Whew, so good. It's like a 1988, too. Would have never guessed. Any good book recommendations? Yeah, Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. I wish Lambda only charged if it directly got you the job, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. You got to put it... They can't do everything for you. Why can't you invest in real estate? My business is not 2 years old. So if I want to go buy a real estate, like go buy another house, I can't. The bank is... All right, let me walk you through the process of how that goes. Let's say I find a house and I'm like, oh, I want to put a down payment on that house and I want to buy it and I want to rent it out. They're going to be like, okay, cool. Where do you work? And I'm going to be like, I work for myself. And they're going to be like, oh, cool. How much did you make? And I'm going to be like, well, I don't really make that much because I reinvest a lot into the business. So I didn't really make that much, maybe like 30, 40K. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we're not going to give you a mortgage then. And you have to be in business for 2 years to even get that conversation. So unless I'm making like 400,000 and I'm paying myself 300,000 of that, they're not gonna. And your interest rate on that loan is going to be way higher than if you have a salary job. So that's how it goes. What do you hate about coding the most? I don't have any inherent hate about coding. I just don't like coding jobs. Signing bonus about 10K because of the shortage. JetBlue. 140K. 140K. Nah, I don't think that's a lot of money. Get a co-founder? I don't have anyone to co-sign. Like, my parents like basically ruined my credit, so there's that too. If you worked a normal job making 30, 40K, still, like, the amount of mortgage they're willing to give you depends on the amount of money you make, right? Like, I can make 200K and then I reinvest 170,000 of that back into the business, buy new equipment, whatever, right? Like, they don't care. They only see after expenses money. So I pay myself no money and reinvest everything. They're gonna be like, you didn't make any money. How are you fixing your credit card? I mean, you only do what you can. You pay everything on time and you wait. So is Lambda a good certificate? No. Companies don't care about certificates, dude. That's not how it works. You know stuff about marketing in Europe? Yeah, same principles. You have a strict morning routine? No, not really. It depends on the day, I guess. Love the vids. What happened with your friend from Lambda? Patrick? Patrick's working a job. He's working that dev job in Texas. Living that dev life. You could trade equity for capital. I don't want to trade equity for capital. That's the thing. I'd rather have that liquid cash to be able to sell my house and have that liquid cash. I miss anything? Derek, I don't think that like airline pilot, it would be the kind of job that I wanted to do. I'm more interested in like bush flying or private charters. What subjects are useful for growing a business? You need to learn about finances. That's a huge one. Finances, there's a reason they don't teach you this in school, right? You gotta learn finances, number one. How taxes and debt work. And how not all debt is bad debt. No one would ever tell you that, right? If Elon tweeted at you and asked you to work at SpaceX, would you work there? No. No, I wouldn't do it. I'd go meet him. I'd interview him. I don't want to work there. Certificates are important in the cybersecurity field. Cybersecurity is pretty far away from typical, web dev stuff, but certificates matter in things like IT. Certificates don't matter in things like web dev at all. License for a helicopter. Helicopters, like, I was thinking about it, but you can't really go that far in a helicopter. Have you ever wanted to find a girlfriend lately? That's a strange question. I'm not like, I don't know. Something happens, great. Find a job. Yo, bro. Exactly. That's what you should tell to the CEO of your company. What up, dog? Hey, buddy. Every time someone says that to me, they're like, Josh, just get a job and do what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, tell that to your CEO. Because at some point, all of his friends and family were telling him the exact same thing. Just get a job. Why are you making your own company? Why are you even trying? Just get a job. Can you give me motivation to study and concentrate on my schoolwork? I can't give you motivation because that's fleeting. You need to have discipline, man. You got to do things when you don't feel like it. That is how it works. Worth getting a degree if you want to work as a software developer? I don't think so. I missed 200K stuff. Nah, dude, you're here now. That's all that matters. Have you heard about Fire Movement? Yeah, Fire Movement mainly targets people who work salary jobs. So it sort of works, but kind of, I don't know. The majority of the people on the Fire Movement, financial independence, retire early. That's what that means. If you're new, you don't know what FIRE stands for. It means people that save up all their money and then retire and live off of like mutual funds and dividends and stuff like that. It doesn't really work when you have your own business, or it works differently. I'm not really interested in retiring and doing nothing, like I'm gonna make a video about this, but yeah. You said you don't like coding jobs, right? What is the best, most efficient way to work in any field of technology? Give examples. Yeah, I don't particularly like working in coding jobs, so you could instead of trying, all right, this is my mindset. Instead of wanting to work at Google, why don't you want to make the next Google? Why don't you want to make the next Flappy Bird? Why don't you want to make the next Candy Crush? Like make the next Facebook. When people are like, I want to go to the club, I'm gonna party on the weekends. My mindset is I want to own the club. You guys can go have fun and party and spend a bunch of money in the club. I want to own the club. That's just the difference in, You want to work at the business. I want to own the business. So you could think about that in terms of any coding job. What does that business do? Make that business. Do that thing. Make apps, make websites, sell to other businesses. That's just my mindset now. Like, why climb the ladder when you can own the ladder and let other people climb it? Being a pilot for personal use sounds like having a boat. I don't know. A boat's pretty seasonal. You can have a plane just about year round. Why don't you build a plane with an Arduino? In before I die. Did you already know how to code with Arduino, or did you watch some videos? I didn't know how to code with Arduino, but it's like a modified version of C++, which isn't super difficult. What would you need in order to get a job as a junior dev? Whatever the company needs, and you can. I don't. It's hard to say what you want to like. What do you want to do? Fire for people with businesses is to just build up a company and sell it. Kind of. If you have like a product company, I don't. Right. My business is more of like a lifestyle business, so I'm working on making it something I can walk away from. Right now, this is the problem with my business, and I'm well aware of it. I cannot walk away from my business. If I walk away from the business, like if I stop making YouTube videos for a week, it will die, right? Like, I can't walk away from the business. So I could hire someone to make videos for me, right? I don't want to do that because it's like people wouldn't watch. People want to watch for me and what I do, not for, maybe it would take time, but sadly, Josh, innovation is dying. Even if people do create some next big company, the big companies will literally just buy it. Great. The bigger company buys your company. Now you can retire and make another company or do whatever you want. Do you want to grow your company like Amazon or Google, being a billionaire? No, I don't want to manage people. I don't want to have a huge corporation. I don't want any of that. I don't need that much money. So basically, this is the same reason. This is the reason why people on YouTube make courses. It's so that they can sell that. They can sell that business. Like Algo Expert, right? Clement has, what is it? Okay, let's take like Clement's business. Someday, he could sell that to somebody. Somebody could come in and be like, all right, we're going to buy your algorithms and data structures courses business. Boom, he can walk away, right? So that's why people make courses, so that you can sell that brand, sell that business, then you can walk away. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, doing YouTube every day, all day is fun, right? It's better than a regular 9 to 5. It's up and down, dude. It's an emotional roller coaster until you learn to get off the roller coaster, just not partake in it. How about incorporating more tech into your business? Maybe do some AI resume review? That's a good idea. I don't know how much time that would take. Easiest way to make money on programming is selling courses. I don't think so. It depends. I think some people, like, whenever someone sells a course, there's always that guy that's like, people that can't do, teach. And it's like, no. People that want to make money teach. Also, some people just like teaching. Like, if someone wants to go work for a company 9 to 5, great, let them. If I enjoy helping that person get those skills to go do it, I feel accomplished. I feel like I've done what I needed to do. That's fulfilling to me. Did you have a burnout? Not really. Have you ever thought about making a software company? Yeah, I get this question a lot. I don't have any ideas for a software company. I don't have any app ideas. I don't think about app ideas. I like film, aviation, and I like film and media, man. Why don't you put the camera on an angle where it doesn't look like you're speaking to the monitor? 'Cause I don't have any room. I don't have any room to put it. That's the problem. Why don't you travel? I have a mortgage and 2 dogs. 2 big dogs. So it's hard to find a hotel that'll let you take the dogs. Why don't you board them? I don't want to do that. I don't want them to get like kennel cough. I don't. Number 2, they're not good with other dogs. And number 3, it's like really expensive. Can you do a wheelie on a regular bike? I'm not doing that on my motorcycle. I'd prefer to keep my license. Make a course about making a coding course. That's the meta. That's the new meta, Mike. Mike, what blows my mind is that you're always here, but you're not a member. I'm not saying that you have to like buy the membership, but you're always here, and I appreciate that. So it was all a lie about the videos about your dad. What are you talking? What? My dad's at his house right now. After this live stream, I'm basically gonna go kidnap him, and then I'm gonna take him to IKEA with me so I can buy a new desk. And he's gonna help me build it, and we're gonna film it. What are you selling now as IT stuff when you're not coding anymore? I don't sell IT stuff. I don't make videos on how to code. I don't make videos on React. I don't talk about how to code. That's not. I haven't done it since I quit doing it. Like, I don't think that would make any sense, right? But even then, just because you don't work in the industry doesn't mean you can't talk about code. You gotta think about it. Like, you can be a freelancer, not have a regular 9 to 5. Like Real Tough Candy, right? She's a freelancer. She does her own thing. She talks about code all day long. You don't have to be working at Google to talk about how to code. That's not how it works. What up, man? You trying to start? You trying to start something? What's up, dude? What's the next video gonna be about? Next video will be coming out tomorrow. It will be. Hey, buddy. It will be. Hey, big man. I'm interviewing my friend who got a job after Code Bootcamp, and now he's making 80K. Did you do taxes? Yeah, I do quarterly taxes. Are you willing to move from Utah? Yeah, it just depends. Should I go to Code Bootcamp out of high school, or should I go to university? Yeah, go to Code Bootcamp. Would you quit a 140K trucking job to learn coding and have more time for yourself? Yes. I'm 29. What breed are your dogs? He's a Huskamo. So he's half husky, half Eskimo dog. He's right here. Let me get him. Come here, buddy. Come up here. Come say hello. Come here. Come on up. Up. Oh no, that's not up. You handle taxes yourself? I have an S corp, so taxes is a lot of paperwork for me. So I pay somebody. LLC, I do it myself. Dave Ramsey or Uncle GC? Yeah, neither. Dave Ramsey is trash. I don't like Dave Ramsey. Okay, I can't say I don't like him as a person, but his content is so... Hi, Dave. Long-time watcher, first-time caller. Dave. Oh, well, how are you doing, Mary? I'm doing great, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What can I help you with today?
Well, Dave, I just spent $90,000 I didn't have on a cruise for my wedding, and I bought everyone else first-class tickets, too. And now, basically, I'm gonna have no money, and I have debtors coming after me, so... What should I do? I really like your program, Dave. Thanks so much.
Well, Mary, it looks like you're going to be eating nothing but beans and sandwiches for the next 35 years. Okay?
That's Dave Ramsey every single call. Every call. Well, it looks like you're not going to be
Well, Mary, with well, making $7.50 an hour, it's looking like you're gonna be in a box, eating off paper plates and beans and rice for the next 38 years. And, yeah, that's about it. You shouldn't be buying things you can't afford.
That's literally... The thing with Dave Ramsey is he doesn't tell people how to make more money. He just tells people how to stop spending money they don't have. That's all. That's all he does. Oh, and then he's like,
buy my course on Financial Peace University.
Like, how did you become a millionaire, Dave? Well, I sold a course on telling people not to spend money they don't have. And you too can become a millionaire if you don't spend money that you don't have. Actually, I think you're missing a key step there, Dave. You sold a course that boosted your income to millionaire status, which gave you a sense of authority and credibility over other people who aren't millionaires, who are not going to sell a course.
Dave Ramsey, better than I deserve.
You like Graham Stephan? I mean, he's okay. I don't have any issues. Every thumbnail of Graham is like every thumbnail of Graham is just what? This is crazy. Literally. Like, so I would sell courses. I don't think selling courses is bad. I just think you should be transparent about it, right? Like, if I sell a course on how to YouTube, but I haven't done it, I have like 5K subs, that's not making any sense. If I sell a course on how to have a business, how to open a business, and how to run it, but I haven't done it, you know. JTV Image, do you have any recommendations on courses, some resources? Yeah, I have a business course that I'm making. It's all written out, but I need to add the video content portion of it. Or you can just do one-on-one with me and I can like walk you through everything. Should you start making money under the age of 18 if you feel like you can combine? Dude, I was making money when I was 16. I was working as a bag boy, you know, got those old ladies. People heard this story before, but let me turn it on here for a second. Let's just make it. Oh, what up, Sue? You're just creeping. My dog's just creeping at me. Come here. Come up here for a second. Up. You don't want to come up here? Come here. Come here, pretty girl. Hey, little baby girl. What you got on your ear there? Bye. What's your opinion on Patreon? It's okay. They take 10%. Oh, what was I saying? I was a bag boy, right? So the old ladies would come up and be like,
"Can you just put the bags in the back of the van? Yeah, just way in the way back of the van. Just as far as you can put that bag in the back of the van. Yeah, why don't you just get in there and just, yeah, there you go. Just put it in, yeah, no, yeah, that's right. Just get in, yeah, now I hand you the rest of it. Dogs."
well, that escalated. Hey, buddy. Can we see the Huskamo? Yeah. Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy, it's okay. Hey, buddy. Here, let me back it up. Come here, buddy. Hey, what are you doing there? good? Okay. That's a good boy right there. One of the goodest. Now he's just chilling. He's just looking at me. He's like, why'd you pick me up? Josh, I want to become a YouTuber and make tons of money. I mean, you should make YouTube videos because you like making videos and film and editing and storytelling. Or building a brand. I don't know if you should do YouTube for the money because that's not the right reason. I do it because I like doing it. I did it before I got money. I did it for 2 years before I got money. I was almost homeless. Still did it. Like, I don't think that's the right way to go about it. But if you're serious about it, you can make money. But money is a byproduct of doing something that you enjoy. Money is a byproduct of giving value to people. You like the screenception right here? That's where I got my chat. Now my whole shirt's covered in hair. Thanks, buddy. Can I get a job? No, only Java. Yeah, you can. It's about concepts. Jobs are about concepts. Jobs are not about languages. Companies or people that don't know any better might think that. Like HR might not know the difference between Java and JavaScript, but they both have functions. They both have the same concepts. What do you use to achieve professional YouTube videos? I don't think I'm professional at all. Do you have employees or contractors? Yes, sir. I have 3. What'd you do if you woke and YouTube was dead? Oh, I don't know. Maybe go to TikTok, because that's pretty great organic search. It's like old YouTube. TikTok is old YouTube right now. There's no ads. They're waiting until they get enough people, and then they're going to throw ads in, and they're going to shake it up. So if you can get in there early. Why does this music sound like broken meme music? That's a good question. I'm going to go work on stuff. See ya, everybody. Bye. Thank you for being here. Would you move to California? No. I'm good. Pass. I'd move to Oregon, Washington, Montana, Wyoming, or Nevada. Wait, you have 3 employees? They're contractors. Technically. But yeah. Like my boy Mike. I don't know if y'all been looking at my Instagram, but I pay my my boy Mike to edit my social media clips, and he does stream highlights on my other channel, on the Grind Reel regular channel. You can go sub to that if you want, but yeah. One of them is my dad, since he helps me film videos from time to time. And then another one, we just split money. Texas? No, I don't want to go to Texas. Texas is boring. No thanks. I would never really go to the East Coast. Not interested. Been there, done that. Grew up there. I'm good. I don't really have any desires to go to any other state besides that. Maybe Alaska. That'd be dope. Except for like majority of the winter. Come to New York City. Nah, there's nothing there. Nothing there for New York, like for me there. There's a good like sense of hustle and stuff like that, but I'm good. England? Yeah, I'd be down, but I can't. I mean, I can't move there, you know. I don't have a visa. Any thoughts on what to concentrate on as a self-teaching programmer to avoid the saturation problem? So here's the key. There's a lot of programmers out there looking for jobs. All right, here's the key to separate yourself. Negotiate with the company. Think outside the box. Don't go through the motions. Don't do what everyone is telling you to do or end up like everyone else, still looking for a job. Don't do it. How about Europe? Why don't you like California? I like my Second Amendment. Housing prices are very high. A lot of traffic. It's just expensive in general. A lot of taxes. Costs a lot of money to run a business. Yeah, that's why. Also, it's like just overcrowded in general. There's a lot of people there. Are you an outdoors person, but despite being a web person? Yeah, for sure. Greenland would be dope. Any advice for getting through Lambda Labs? Crazy corporate cringe. It's awful. What? No, I don't want to. I don't want to move to Russia. Pass. Would you rather work for dollars or Bitcoin? Dollars. No, I don't want to go to Japan. I'd visit these places, but I wouldn't live there. Maybe like Thailand would be cool. South America somewhere would be cool. I'm from Los Angeles and moved to England. My wife said we could find you a girl. What do you think? I don't have issues on that part. I do okay with that. Should I cook cod cakes or salmon fillets? Salmon fillets is the way to go. What kind of mic do you recommend? I think a Blue Yeti is the meta. That's what everyone starts with. This is like basically the equivalent of a Blue Yeti, but they didn't have any at Best Buy, so I bought this instead. If you were to quit YouTube, would you ghost us or put up a video? I wouldn't quit YouTube. I like doing it. It's fun. I like engaging. I like helping. I like creating. What do you think about working for corporate sometime and then use that money to start your own thing? That's what most people do. That's what I did. It's exactly what I did. I worked corporate for a while until I saved up enough money, built up the side hustle of YouTube to where I could quit my main job, and then I still had a part-time job. So like this is how it went. Worked corporate for years, built up YouTube, took forever to get going, took forever, kept doing it, come home. I didn't take vacations, I didn't take weekends off. Came home from my corporate job, made a video, taught code every single day. And then eventually YouTube got to the point where I was like, should I quit my main job and keep my side job? That's still risky. So then I did it for a while after that first thought crossed my mind. And then after that, I was like, all right, I'll quit the main job, but I'll keep the teaching code. And I did that for a while, and then YouTube got to the point where it was like alone, and I was like, do I quit the side job? Do I quit teaching and then just do YouTube? Okay, then I did it. Like, it was like a step process. It wasn't just like I saved up a bunch of money, now I'm gonna try to do my own thing, and I just quit everything and I started from zero. Now I got the ball rolling on the side. I didn't, that's how I did it. Do you have a video guiding people who want to become a YouTuber? No, I don't. Not really. It's a big area. Depends on what you want to talk about, what videos you want to post, how you edit. Do you think a mechanical engineering degree was worth it? Yeah, my mechanical engineering degree taught me how to work in projects with people that don't want to pull their weight. That's what it taught me. It taught me that, hey, you don't get to pick your coworkers, and you don't get to pick these people that are working with you, and if they don't want to do anything, you still got to do it. Do you make more now than you did before? Yes. What up, dogs? Y'all barking and stuff? hold on. I think people are parking out front of my house. Like, go get some food. Hold on. Let me go see what all the bark is about. Somebody take over. I'm back. All right, thanks for being here. If this stream has been helpful, just do me a favor, maybe hit thumbs up. That'd be great. Also, thank you for being here this Sunday or Monday morning, I guess. Appreciate you guys. Also, if you guys want more business content, I'll talk about it. Like, I have ideas that I was gonna make about. Could you break down the basis of starting a YouTube channel? Yeah, I mean, so step one, you got the Google account, make the YouTube channel. The first few videos, like, quality is decided by quantity. That's how it works. You don't get to decide quality. Your viewers get to decide quality. YouTube's algorithm gets to decide quality. The market gets to decide if what you're doing is good or not. You don't, like, that's a big shock for a lot of people. Like, you think it's good and you're convinced it's good. You got to let that go. The people get to decide. Market gets to decide. So you got to keep making videos even though they're not doing good. So you got to figure out what you're doing and how you could change what you're doing to get people to like it. But you got to cross post those videos, get it out to as many people as possible. Good evening.
Well, good evening.
Do you have something to protect your house? I have a Rottweiler that would love to meet you if you'd like to, break my window open at 3 a.m. Do you think it's a problem? I haven't worked in 10 months. Whew. For a 1099 contract, you form an LLC or C Corp. So typically what you do is 1099 is just saying to the IRS you're getting paid without any withholding, basically, like no taxes are being taken out. What you want to do is you want to form an LLC, just a company. It could be Josh Corp, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the company pay your company, and then from your company, you pay yourself. C Corp is not. It's for bigger companies. It has its place. It's like if you want to have different types of stock, you want to have different types of investors, you want to be able to go overseas, like. S Corp is a lot of paperwork. Don't do S Corp unless you have accountants, but I highly recommend it. Just don't do it if you don't know what you're doing. S Corp will save you money. The number one thing you need to do a video that goes viral. Yeah, so you don't really get control of that. You don't just make videos that go viral. That's not how it works. If that's how it works, that's what I would be doing. If you know the secret formula, please tell me. We had team building every month, never went to one. Team meetings, motivational speeches every week. Ugh. Did you get business insurance? No, I don't need business insurance. Why you need business insurance? I'm like a one-man band. I pay everyone as contractors, so I don't have salaried employees or anything. It doesn't make sense to have business insurance. If I go broke, I don't get unemployment, like. The secret formula is clickbait. Actually, YouTube will call you out on that. YouTube will give you a little notification in analytics that says, it looks like your thumbnail is not coinciding with the video content. It will call you out on clickbait. One moment, please. It determines how many views you would receive based off a thumbnail. I mean, it's pretty much correlated. The more skin you show, the more views you get. Any candidate you're interested in presidency? Yeah, I'm not really political. I would say I'm apolitical. Also, even if I did have a preference, I wouldn't state it. Definitely not. You don't want to do that on YouTube. That's not the way to go. Josh, do you feel like you should get a job first before being unemployed or being self-employed? Yes. Yeah, you should definitely. You gotta work, man. Before you do your own thing, you should work, and it sucks, but that's just the way it goes. Matt Diavella, I like his style. It's very organic. What's your advice for setting up a business bank account? If you're an LLC, just use a separate personal account. And if you're just a vanilla the reason that you want to have a business bank account, even if you're LLC or S corp, is so that you can separate your expenses for organizational purposes. If you swipe the same card, like, you can business expense from your personal account, that's fine. It's just going to be a huge pain when you got to go in and you got to look at your bank statements and remember each time you business expense something from your personal. It was like, you go to the store. Let's say you go to like Walmart and you buy food, and then you go to Walmart the next day and you buy batteries because you need that to power something for your business. On the bank statement, you're going to be like, oh crap, was that business or was that personal? That's the reason you have a business account. As a C corp, the business account is totally different. Business account, you separate yourself from the money. As a LLC, you cannot separate yourself from your business money. You can't just be like, oh, I didn't pay myself, it's in the business account. Nope, these are called pass-through entities. All money that you make, every single dollar that you make as an LLC that you don't spend on business gets counted as your personal income. So you cannot just not pay yourself money. It's going to get counted by the IRS no matter what. Or track it as you go. Tracking it as you go is super, like, you should do both. You should do both, but, you know. Are all dev jobs horrible? I don't think so. But you're not going to find them on LinkedIn saying company family. What do you think the future will be worth with YouTube in 5 years from now? It'll probably just be pretty linear. Can you dance? No. Be real, live free. Oh, well, welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. Currently in Team Treehouse Tech degree. Is it good? How's it going? Did I miss anything? Why exactly do you have to work for someone first? You don't have to work for somebody to be an entrepreneur. You definitely don't have to do that, but it's going to help you. You're going to get business skills. You're going to get skills because there's departments at companies that you can go talk to learn their skills that you can then take for your own business. That's why I'm so pro startup, even though startups are so risky. If you want to ever run your own business, startups are fantastic. I was going to make a video about this, but I'll just say it here. You can watch it again in the video. If you work at a startup, you can go to the design people and be like, can you tell me about what you're doing? You can go to the accountant and be like, can you tell me about what you're doing? You can go to the CEO and be like, can you tell me about what you're doing? You can go to people at startups because it's so flexible. You end up doing a bunch of different jobs. You learn all their jobs, which you can then take for yourself and do your own thing. That's what I did. Every job I had, I went to like the accountant. I was like, do you ever think your job's going to get automated? He was like, what? I was like, yeah, do you think your job's going to get automated by AI? He's like, well, there's a lot of subjective decisions that AI may or may not be able to make because of context and persuasion. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. If you want to be an entrepreneur and make your own business and never work for somebody, it's going to be a lot tougher because you're just not going to have all the skills there. You're not. you're not going to have, you're going to have to figure it out as you go, which is going to make your build up time a lot longer. And if you're just like a wizard and somehow you like figure out how to do all of it like real quick, hey, you know. Hisham, welcome aboard, man. What are the most annoying things about building a front end for someone else's back end? I have no idea. It depends on what you know, I guess. Yeah, kinematics. So AI is the model that makes decision based on a set of context. So the thing that I was trying to say, I guess, is that you might not have all the context given to the AI. You know, like there's always just something slightly different. You got to give the AI some stuff to work with, but you might be missing one that it might not think about. So. How do you get started with freelancing? What type of freelancing? What you want to sell? Do you sell any physical products these days? No, because I don't want to have to track inventory. It's not. If I build it, will they come? No. That's a nice myth though. That's a nice dream. I've noticed this, but why do you think HR is mostly a female-dominated role? Well, mainly that's because it is. That's just the statistics of it, but it's just a meme, I think. I'm not like super serious. I try to say person. HR person, so people don't get maximum triggered. Thoughts on Gary Vee? He used to be way more about social media and branding, but now he's more about like, don't you just want to be happy? Don't you like you should just be happy? Quit listening to what other people like. Stop caring about what other people think and just be happy. But it used to be like, hey, you should be on Instagram and post 4 times a day. Hey, this is my, you know, he used to give away more secret sauce. Now he's more motivational speaker. You got to pay for his secret sauce now. Will you be applying to that HR job? I should. You know, I should apply for HR jobs and record the interviews. Ah. You should do a video on the downside of being an entrepreneur. The downside is benefits are expensive. I don't have benefits. Like I don't have health insurance. If I get cancer, I'm done. It's over with. You know? I mean, I could go to the doctor, but then I'd be in medical debt forever, which would then equally suck. The gym is my insurance. You know what I'm saying? How frequently do you have to upload to YouTube to be relevant for the viewers of the algorithm? You don't have to upload that frequently. It's more about watch time. YouTube prioritizes watch time. They want to keep you on the platform as much as possible because that's what gets them the most money. The longer you're here, the more ads you watch. There's a reason why YouTube doesn't recommend you subscribe channels that you like. Because what you think you like and what you'll watch are different. That's just the reality of it. So YouTube will constantly recommend things based on how long they'll think that you'll stay and watch the video. You might be subscribed to learn how to code because that's what you want. But if they show you something that gets you to click and watch for a while, they want that because that's what gives you more money. So it's all 10-minute videos and watch time. Interview for HR is Herbert.
I just love, I just really think that I'd be really great, how old is everybody here? Anybody, no, you know what I'm saying? I think I'd be really fantastic.
What's your take on motivational speakers? Do people really need them? Maybe some people. I work at Adobe in Lehigh. Woo! Come make a vid there and I'll buy you lunch. I don't think I can. I used to work near there, Troy. I used to work like right, like literally like I could see the Adobe building from where I worked. So, yeah, dude, I know exactly where you're at. And every time I drive down I-15, I'd look inside and I'd see the gym that they have, with the big windows. I'd be like, dang, do people ever actually go use this stuff? Like, they have a basketball court you can see, and you, like, look in when you're driving by the Adobe building, and you're like, does anybody actually use this? I don't think I could get in. If you want to somehow convince your boss to let me come make a video about a day in the life of an Adobe software developer, I'm happy to do it. And then if you could just put in a good word and let me get that free Premiere Pro, that'd be dope. How can I get on a video call with you? You could sign up for the one-on-one with me if you'd like. Wow, I'm late for the party. It's okay. You should be a voice actor. Hey, listen.
I'm going to do an interview like this for an HR position. And when they answer, I'm going to be like, yes, I'm very, very strict in the rules that I implement in my workplaces. They either do what I say or they're involuntarily terminated. I hope that's not too strict.
Maybe that would work. Hey, buddy. How's it going, little man? I got recommended your channel from Telltales. I have not seen the channel. What is it? Do you use DaVinci Resolve? Nah. some witnesses. Should I put my podcast episodes on a separate channel? My main vids are me about learning art. The podcast has different guests. I think it's fine. You could, like, No Jumper is pretty random. Yeah, are you seeing that podcast? Oh, I could do this. I could do this.
Hello, I would like to try and have a job. A lot of people say that I sound too young to work, but I think I really...
The voice changer sounds pretty... I mean, of course it does, but that's the meme, right? They would have to call me out on it or just hang up. And I'd be like, oh, sorry, my cell phone wasn't plugged in correctly. This is Voice Mod Pro. How are you going to record corporate cringe without a LinkedIn? I don't know if you watched the last video. Maybe it wasn't clear. But I'm like, I've been banned from LinkedIn. So I've pulled up a website that I don't really like to look at some jobs. And it was LinkedIn. Yeah, I can't. How can I use LinkedIn to look at jobs and find that corporate cringe HR if I don't have LinkedIn? Love the 1099 videos, a non-dev person. Please keep that content coming. Soul, you got it. You got it. I will keep doing it. Well, so it doesn't sound as organic if I were to have a hardware mixer. Troy, I can get you Premiere Pro for like $5 Getting you in isn't an issue. DM me and we can set something up. No one uses the basketball court. How do I DM you? Like, send me a message on Instagram so I know what your name is. Thank you for the 5, by the way. VPN plus an alt? Nah, you don't need a VPN. But I'm not saying that I do or don't have a VPN. Did I miss applying to HR jobs? No, we weren't. We weren't applying to HR jobs. When you tried to apply to LinkedIn but wouldn't let you upload a resume. What? Oh, I think that was just because LinkedIn was broke. Look at all this dog here. So, ugh. If I made 60K this year as a software engineer in senior year doing web consulting, is it even? Wait, what? I mean, it sounds like you're already making good money. You're already in the industry, right? I prefer building web-based businesses, utilities, or systems rather than basic front end. Yeah, that's gonna be more of a contract gig. You're gonna have to go online and look for contract gigs. You should try and see how far you could get applying to jobs on. Yeah, I'd have to use an alias, hands down. I would have to use an alias because every HR is just going to Google my name, which is going to come up with like one of the most popular videos, which is why I won't work a dev job again. So they're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna call this guy. Here we go. Got me a side gig building Shopify stores for 100 an hour. Oh, nice. Easy to change. I'm not going to change my name. I would just apply with a fake resume. Taking my first steps towards a second career in coding from trucking. Thank you for the inspiration. Hunts by Chainsaw. Trucking is rough on your body, man. Trucking is a lot of... Yeah, I mean, just trucking. Saw a video today from Inspirationtis. Salaries in the video games. Blizzard pays $80K and they're located, in California. But it's because the reason video game companies can pay garbage and make you work 100 hours is because everyone thinks that they want to work on their favorite video game that they played growing up. And they know that. Right? Video games companies know it's in high demand, and no one realizes that every time an employee doesn't want to work 120 hours 1 week, they'll just fire that guy and hire the next person because there's always 100 people in line waiting to work on their favorite video game because they don't know any better. You have dog hair all over. Yeah, I was holding them earlier, so this is the life. Is it worth joining a company in dev role or just growing my own business? Yeah, definitely grow your own business, man. I first found you from Brad Traversy. Oh, well, thanks. Someone just sent me some LinkedIn cringe. How do you take care of health insurance when you work independently? Yeah, so health insurance can be bought. Just like health insurance is a write-off. If you do an HSA, that's pre-tax. But I don't have like a family or anything, right? So I just go to the gym and eat right. I don't have to take any like prescriptions or anything. I do have, so the thing with me is like I wear contacts, so I have to pay that out of pocket, which is kind of expensive, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Wouldn't you work 120 hours though if you were working on Halo? No, I'm not. Like Halo was great. I like playing Halo. I'm not gonna work 120 hours and get paid nothing to do it. I don't like it that much. Not gonna do it. Don't lie on your resume. Have you seen that video where I was talking about the reality of applying to jobs with a resume that's completely honest? Because maybe you should go watch it. Maybe check that out. Would you want to work at Mojang on Minecraft? I don't want to work. You could claim your subs as independence. True. I mean, hello IRS. I have 200,000 independents I'd like to claim. How do you deal with being caught lying on your resume? Well, they're gonna say no if you're honest, right? So, okay, bye. See ya. I don't care. Yes, but I don't mean straight up. How do you explain big gaps in your resume? You don't. Maybe some companies will give you a chance to explain it, but most companies will be like, oh, you haven't been hired yet. There's something wrong with you. Clearly, you're not a good worker, or you'd have a job by now, and then your job gap gets bigger. So, you just, you know, you just don't have a job gap. It's nice to think that if I'm just honest and I tell them everything about me, they will appreciate that and they will hire me because I'm so honest and so loyal. Maybe in a Disney movie. How much money do an AI developer make? As much as you can convince the company to pay you? Aren't CVs better than resumes? They're the same thing. The CV is just the EU term for resume. CV means curriculum vitae. It's just the EU version of resume. I actually want to see how HR would react to your real resume. Well, you can go buy my real resume. People love my real resume. Like, it's fantastic. That's why I sell it. The problem is they just Google me and they find out that I don't want to work a job, right? At least not for... I don't have any problems working. That's not an issue. I just don't want to work for you. If you could move tomorrow, where would you live? I'd probably go to, like, Oregon or Washington. Somewhere near the ocean. Udemy has a discount right now going on for 2 days. Let me ask you a question. When does Udemy not have a sale? Udemy should have a staying in business sale. Literally, Udemy is like, it's a Sunday afternoon sale. It's a Monday morning sale. It's we're celebrating people that drink coffee sale. Like, Udemy is always on sale. It's just it's a marketing tactic, you know? 48 hours before it runs out. Don't miss this deal. Like, literally, there's a new sale the next day, you know? It's just marketing 101, which works a lot. You have employees? I have contractors. I'd still say I'm a one-man operation, but I have people that work with me. Yeah, Udemy is never not on sale. Like, it just makes it seem like a great deal, right? Price something at $1,000, mark it down 90%, and now you think you're getting a fantastic deal. Why don't you drink coffee? Because I don't like it. It does not taste good to me. If coffee tasted as good as it smelled, I would drink it, but it doesn't, so I don't drink it. Udemy always has a sale, and for that reason, I'm out. What to do if you got $285 million direct deposited into your account, assuming it's not a mistake? Obviously, you just do whatever you want. That's the answer. Donate it. Donate some of it. I don't know. Help give back. Whatever fulfills you. Do you still have your college overalls? I never got any. What is this, Shark Tank? Skylar, good luck. Would you want your business to become huge, or do you prefer it being in smaller? All right, this is the problem with big businesses, is that your business ends up owning you rather than you own the business. You only get to live one time, so I'm not trying to live to run a business. Like, I work to live. I don't live to work. What you do is try to find an internship to fill gaps. Why would you want an internship when you've already had a regular job? That's dumb. You'd be doing yourself a disservice. Why don't you just work on your own personal projects or freelance or try to make money for yourself? When are you going to the gym, bro? That's a good question. Maybe in like 20 minutes. Andrew, what's up, dude? Welcome aboard. How do you do taxes as an independent contractor? You got to pay self-employment tax, 15.3%, and you got to pay income tax. Hey, dog. How you doing, doggo? You having a good time chasing squirrels? What's with this off 70s music? It's just on Epidemic Sound. Have you ever been roasted by your employer in front of your coworkers? I sure have. And that you know. I just want to work for someone, get experience, pay back Lambda, then do a startup. That's how you do it. Got a workout routine? Yeah, I just do typical bro split. Monday chest, Tuesday is back, Wednesday is shoulders, Thursday is legs, Friday is arms. Which headphones? They're Sony CH some. Would you think about working on breakthrough technology such as quantum? I don't care about. I'd rather figure out a way to make electric airplanes a reality. To me, electric airplanes is the future, right? Like, jet fuel's got to come from somewhere. That's gonna run out at some point. It's not sustainable. I think what's more exciting to me is figuring out a way to like fuel efficient airplanes. How difficult is it to start freelance? Anything tech related? It's not. True Bros skip leg day. Obviously Thursday never happens, Mike. I just say it. Thursday is leg day, but every Thursday I'm like, oh, I'm taking today off. Have you ever been scanned by one of your business partners? How would you handle that? Nah, I don't think I've been scammed, but I've had people disappear on me. I don't have business partners. That's the thing. Like, they don't. That's not how it works. Maybe hybrid electric airplanes? Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's some work happening. There's some stuff, but they just can't fly very long, and they can't carry that much. How'd you find your first freelance client? I walked in, and I said, hey, is the owner here? Yeah, I have a video on it. You can go watch it. What, 100 SEKs? Why? Thank you. I don't know what that is, but thank you for those SEKs. No message either. Greetings from Costa Rica. You mentioned about Work to live and live to work. So true. Yep. A lot of people end up living to work because of lifestyle creep. A lot of people end up buying things because they don't like their job. So they buy the things to try to make them happy when they're not working their job. And then they have to work their job to pay for those things that they thought were going to make them happy. And then you end up stuck in a vicious cycle of living to work because you own things and those things own you. Battery too heavy and not efficient enough. Hopefully 10 years from now. There's some new battery technology coming out, but yeah, 10 years. Karim, thank you. Favorite comedian? Dave Chappelle is good. Bill Burr is good. Joe Rogan's good. When you retire, do you want to relax and work on the forefront of emerging tech or do something you're passionate about? I'm already doing something that I'm passionate about. So that's the thing. When I say I retire, I don't want to sit on a beach all day. And anyone who says that, it doesn't know what they're talking about. It's like, you would get bored. I want to sit on a beach and drink Coronas all day. Maybe like a few people would actually do that. But if you retire at 35, you're gonna get bored. Or at least I would. I could never, like, why do you think rich people still work? Because they need to be making progress on some forefront, you know? They need to be pushing themselves. You see rich people when you're a kid and you're like, why don't you just stop working and do all the things that are fun, you know? And they do. Don't get me wrong. They probably do that, but they still keep working. How to improve communication skills? Maybe teach somebody. That will teach you how to communicate. Graphene batteries. Oh, that'd be super cool. Can I apply to junior dev job with only one project and no work experience? Yeah, but you can apply. There's no rule stopping you from applying. I'd say 3 would be ideal. I would like to be a chemist when I retire. Well, I mean, yeah, I think what happens is a lot of people don't know how to monetize. Okay, there's this mentality that I'm very big on. You should either be you should be doing 2 things in life. Figuring out what you want to do or doing that thing. That's what you should be doing every day. And most people give up on the first part. And they just end up doing something that they tolerate instead of something that they're passionate about, because it's really hard to monetize what you're passionate about. People want to play soccer for a living, be a pro soccer player. That's just not, it's not the reality. You're not going to get on the pro team for 99% of people. It's really hard to monetize your passion. And that's the thing. That's where people give up. They just don't know how to monetize what they love to do. And sometimes you don't have to, it's like 50-50. Like, I'm not super passionate about code, but I really like making videos and film and editing and color grading and learning to talk to the camera and be more outgoing. So I combine those 2, and I do that thing. Hopefully maybe that's motivational for someone. So it's just people give up. People give up, and they're just like, you know what? This isn't for me. Can't do it. I'm just gonna do something that I can tolerate 40 hours a week, and then take my two days a week on the weekends and do what I love. That's what most people do until they die. And they retire at 65. That's it. Yeah, I have like You know how like retire here, let me read you something. Let me pull it up. I have a whole script written about how retirement is overrated and you should stop wanting to work to retire. That is not, you should want to work to get to a point where you can have a lifestyle you enjoy. You shouldn't want to work until you can just not work, because not working is not healthy. It's really not. You need to be doing something like productive. That's just, you have to be doing, you got to take off days, right? I'm not saying don't take vacation. Don't have those days, but people got to do stuff. Let me pull it up. I did like some research. called Retirement is Not What You Think. All right. So everyone is really excited about, doesn't the U.S. have pensions? Absolutely not. No. No. So you guys have heard of retirement being called the golden age, right? Everyone's like, you just got to get to those golden years, those great golden years. You know, you work 40 years and then you get to those golden years and you can finally enjoy life. You can finally, then you can be happy. And you want to know what the definition of golden years is? The golden years are defined as the span of time between retirement and the beginning of age-imposed physical, emotional, and cognitive limitations. That is the golden years. It is the 10 years you have when you retire before you're too physically old and mentally old to be able to do the things that you always wanted to do. So golden years sounds like, oh, it's so nice. It's like, but reality, golden years is just like golden hour, you know? It's really nice outside, the sun goes down and it's dark and it's over. Boom. That's it. That's your life. Congratulations. You worked 45 years for somebody else. And I think about that every single day, and it motivates me. I think if more people knew the definition of golden years, those 10 years you have before you're too physically and mentally old to function, they would not want to work until they hit their golden years. They wouldn't look forward. Like I am not looking forward to golden years. That sounds really sad. And so people are working, you know, have you prepared for retirement? Have you been putting money into your 401k? Have you been putting money into your IRA? Have you been retirement planning? Like, that's so, ugh. No. Like, what they should really say is, do you have enough money saved up, or do you have a plan for when you are too mentally and physically old to be able to take care of yourself? That doesn't sound like a great advertisement anymore, you know? That doesn't sound like a great Charles Schwab ad. Financial retirement and planning. Take care of yourself. And then they show pictures of people. They show pictures of old people on a cruise, and they show pictures of old people doing, you know, on a beach in Hawaii and at the Sandals Resort, and they make they make retirement look so fantastic and like, oh, now you can finally live life. But that's just not. It's too late. You should have been doing that already. Maybe that's just a wake-up call. But if y'all want to read the article, I actually have it linked here. Hold on. Would you ever consider moving to a different platform? Nah, the audience is here. You're such a pessimist. No, I'm a realist, right? I'm not a half empty, half full kind of guy. Get out of my way. I have stuff to do right now. I don't sit here and I don't just contemplate like, well,
This is the negative side of stuff.
no, I don't care. I see it for what it is. Get out of my way. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Mike, wow. Doesn't that make you fear the end, Mr. Midnight? No, I don't fear it. Before I was here, I didn't have any thoughts or emotions or qualms about it, so I imagine it'd be the same on the other side. This is a really deep chat. I'm not trying to be demotivated, all right? I'm trying to give you motivation. And to me, thinking about this stuff, like when I love my grandpa, right? When I think about my grandpa, he worked at one company for 50 years. And he had 5 years where he went on cruises and stuff with my grandma. And then after that, it was a mess, you know? And I like, I think he lived a good life. But I look at that and I think that, like, I wonder to myself, did he ever want more? Did he ever want to do more with that? Or like, did he just not have the qualifications, or did he not just know what to do? Maybe he just didn't think about it. but I'm sure his dream was not to get up and go manually Q&A physical parts for a company every day for 50 years. Maybe it was, or maybe he learned to like it. But to me, that puts me off. It scares me. If there was a new video platform that was better functionality than YouTube but didn't have any of the current problems. Okay, so the problem with other platforms is the user base is not there. You can fix the platform, but you can't suddenly get like a billion people to go there. The amount of centennials, people living past 100. I mean, just because you're alive past 100, like, are you, like, are you alive and living, or are you just kind of existing past 100? You gotta optimize. You gotta optimize. Like Gary V, you know, like he's like, you got time. Like, okay, tell that to someone who's 80 years old. It's just a different outlook on life. All right, the stream wasn't meant to be like super deep, but that's what I think about every single day. Every time I'm like, I don't want to edit this video, I'm done. I think about, okay, well, you could be in a cubicle coding some project that you don't care about so that you can go home to do something you do. What's your thought on Springboard? I don't know. Are you part of the new rich 4-hour work week? No, I don't have a problem with working. For me, I have a fairly high cost of living. Not because I live lavishly, just because my credit and my parents. Farmer Brad, welcome aboard, dude. Even if you're 80, there's still no better time than today to start living your dream. You know, it'd be real. Some people don't like to talk about this stuff, but it motivates me. It keeps me going every day, you know. And I if I can just reach a few people, if I can just reach a few people in my life to be like, look, you don't have to live your whole life this way, because I figured out a way to do it, and I thought it wasn't real, so you can do it. All right, I got a job offer. 1 hour, 40 minutes away on a. Yeah. I got a job offer for a company that's 2 hours away. So think about this. This is added 4 hours of your day will be sitting on a train. 4 hours of your day. So you go to work, you work 8 hours, and then you spend another 4 hours not being at home. So you have a 12-hour day. At 80, my dream was Mike. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Will you attend a mandatory HR only meeting? Of course. Of course. Credit is easy to fix. Credit is easy to fix. It just takes time. That's the thing. It's tempting to think it was just luck. Do you think... When you see a person who has made it in entrepreneurship, it's tempting to think it was luck. Do you think an average person has a decent... I am an average person. That's why I feel so passionate about telling other people. I didn't invent Facebook. I don't have a PhD. I didn't do anything spectacular. And somehow I managed a way not to work in corporate. So if my means of living is to make fun of corporate, so what? But I do other things, you know. Like, I can tell you how to make a business. I can tell you how to... I have other skills. But if I can figure out a way to monetize... and not have to do that every day because it drains my soul. This song is really matching the vibe. I could take a job closer, not sure if it'll pay as well. I mean, just tell them you have another job offer for $70K. and say, can you match 60K? What do you think about working in a company for a year or two for experience and pay off debt? Yeah, absolutely. You should do it. Like you should work for a company, figure out what you don't like in life, or if you do like, or what you want to do. This is why, like, corporate sucks. Corporate's trash. I don't like corporate. But what corporate does is it gives you it gives you an opportunity to think about what you want to do with your life, right? You go from being a broke college kid, or you go from being in retail or fast food or whatever, right? And you get into tech. Now you're making money. And after that initial, I have money, I can buy stuff now, wears off, you can think about, do I actually want to do this every day? Like, do I actually love doing this? Do I care about what I'm building? Or am I just doing it so I can buy more stuff? That's what's great about tech. It lets you figure out what you really want to do now that you don't have to think about just surviving. And if you could find a way to not just survive and do something that you really want to do, would you be willing to take that chance? Josh, YouTube revenue is complicating my taxes. Do you have any advice? I can't give you tax advice. I don't know what complicating your taxes mean, but if you have extra income from the side, and you expect to owe more than $1,000 a year to the IRS, you should have been paying quarterly taxes, but they might be lenient on you. Andy, heard you talk about how you used to wake up super early every day. Got a new job that requires that. Have any tips? So I use a little sleeping app that like wakes me up. Oh yeah, I was gonna find it. I had a DM on the message. Hold on. Sorry. It's called Sleep Time. Way better than no job at all and gives you experience. I'll give you tax advice. Hire a CPA. Raspberry Pi updates. Raspberry Pi is still in a box over there. I've been messing with Arduino though. Wake me up before you go. I assume 99% of your website traffic is YouTube. I think adding original blog content would allow for organic search traffic. I've thought about that, but I don't know if it's worth my time. Because you kind of have to know the vibe of the business. How long would it take to build a freelance income comparable to a corporate salary? It depends on how fast you can find clients and how good at negotiating money you are. If you can find 10 clients and manage to find a way to keep those 10 clients, that's the thing with freelance. You can make a lot of money, but can you keep that money coming in? Freelance is all about, can you keep the money? Can you maintain the money? You can find a client, they'll pay you a bunch of money, but let's say you can't find another client. Okay, well, did you save a little bit so that you can live? How long do you think it would take for me to get a junior web dev job if I'm a beginner? Like 3 months. How many push-ups can you do in a row? I think I did like 100 on a stream once. How much money do you need to have more... Wait, what? How much money do you need to have more problems? I think enough money to where people notice that you're rich, and then... I think when you live lavishly like that, and you showcase that you have money, that causes problems. I think if you live just a regular life, you don't tell people that you have money, you don't act better than other people, then I think that's... If I build an app I'd like to run on the side, is it a bad idea to put it on my portfolio? No, but that's fine. Put it on a portfolio. Just don't tell people that it's a side hustle. Just say it's a personal app that you thought was fun. "100 push-ups in a row is getting dangerously close to cardio." Exactly, and that's why we don't do that, because we don't do cardio. Cardio is Spanish. Money changes their personality. I think money amplifies somebody's personality. If someone's a douche and they make a bunch of money, they're just gonna be more. They're just gonna be more of a d-bag. If someone's nice, they'll probably just be more generous. I'm gonna head out. Hope you have a great time working out. Hey, Mr. Midnight, thank you so much for joining, dude. I want to change how a corporation is run and give more power to the users. So there's this thing called a workers' co-op. That's pretty popular. It's a profit share. I think but then the CEO can't make that much money, right? People all collaborate together and they like vote on how much they make. So you're like, I want to make 80K, and everyone is like, why do you think you should make 80K? And if you're like, because I want it, and they're like, okay, then you get paid 80K. Do you think starting a digital agency is a good idea? What are you going to do with it? What cycle? Wait, what are the cycles in that sleep app? I mean, like, I guess regular sleep cycles? Application programming and computer organization next semester. Should I drop out now and put my knowledge to useful technology? Wait, what? James, can you expand? Well, uploading a video every day, go to my channel. 10-minute videos are ideal, and cross-posting to get traffic. That's what will help, Duran. Uploading consistency is key, for sure. Consistency helps you get better at what you're doing, right? I'm sure you edit your video, you release it, you watch it, and you're like, why did I do that? And you get a little bit better every time. So it'll help in that regard. And then people will, like, you'll saturate, you know, you'll show up in people's recommended every now and then you'll just keep doing that, It takes time. I've never had a video go viral, like, ever. I've never had a video reach 1 million views, ever. Like, I've done it from scratch. What is the future of jobs? I don't know, man. I'm not a psychic. What's the future of globalism? I think there should be base pay, then at least 10% of profits is distributed among all employees equally and bring it. Wait, what? Yeah, workers' co-op is kind of like that. What would you suggest for a foreigner who graduated in a foreign country and struggling with unfair salary offers because companies know we can't go back? We need a visa and we don't have enough options. I mean, you can go back, right? I mean, you just got to keep applying to jobs, or you could work remote from somewhere. I don't know, if you're like in the US and you keep getting low offers because they know you need the visa, they're obviously taking advantage of you, right? That sucks. You just got to apply to ones that you hope are decent. Has demonetization hit you very hard? I don't really do anything to get demonetized. I don't curse. If I do, I bleep it out or I mute it. Yeah, I don't really do anything. I try to keep it semi-professional. I don't want to be, you know. When's the next update on Patrick? So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna I'm probably gonna go visit him next month. Sell packages for creating websites, logos, branding. Then outsource the dev stuff. That's too hard. Yeah, that could work. You could definitely do that. I think I'm the only one here with the purple. Ruben, I think there's one more person, but yeah, Ruben, you've been OG for a while. Cursing gets you demonetized. Yes. Can you tell us any examples of how you cross-posted your videos to Reddit? Yeah, I just posted on r/videos. I posted on r/webdev. I posted on r/CS career questions. They did not appreciate that. I posted on r/motivation. Shadow banned from there as well. What do you think of data analyst jobs? Is it worth pursuing it to be better? Let me think. Jana, welcome. Happy to have you. I don't know. I think it's up to you. Like, machine learning and data scientists are very different jobs. What do you want to do more? Nice chilling with you. Good night. Thank you for being here, Lola. Lola02. Are you back on LinkedIn yet? Well, Campbell, in the last video, I was like, I'm banned off LinkedIn, so let me find a job. And then I pulled up LinkedIn to find a job. So it's like, maybe I should have made that more clear, but I figured people would notice. Cash me outside, Ruben. Thank you for being here, dude. I found you on Reddit. Sometimes I should make videos on some of the posts and CS career questions because they hate me, but at the same time they agree with me. I feel like they're useless in the sense that there's no need to take a whole semester to learn how to use the command line and make an app in Java. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. What did I miss so far? Nate, we've talked about a lot of stuff. We've gone deep into philosophy. We've gone into business. What content do you think is saturated on YouTube? Gaming is super saturated because it's easy. As anything that has a low barrier to entry, saturated. What content isn't? I think a lot of flight vlog stuff. It's not very saturated, but I don't search around. There's a lot of how to make money quick. I have extensive knowledge in C and have no idea how to apply it to the real world. You'd probably be good at hardware engineering, so look into that. Is specializing in VR, AR worth it over AI? I think AR is going to be big first because everybody's got phones. It's easy to do AR with a phone. VR, headset, kind of bulky, needs a lot of equipment. You need a computer to power VR. AR is going to blow up before VR. AI and AR are just, what do you want to do? What's more fun? What do you like more? Good morning, Weddy. What's your view on universal basic income? I would not partake. I would prefer to earn my income. Thank you. Prank videos are saturated. Yeah. Hoping you can fly to Boston. The dream. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. Holy moly. Thoughts on 10x? Like the 10x, like Grant Cardone? The 10x rule is just like set your... The 10x rule just says set your expectations 10x to what your original expectation was so that you can psychologically trick yourself into achieving 2x of your original goal. So what if you don't hit 10x, but if you hit 2x, hey, that's more than your original goal. It's just a psychological trick, 10x rule. I mean, if you think about it, then you kind of see through it. But I mean, it's try not to think about it, I guess. Congrats on 200K. Hey, thank you. Is web dev saturated? Yes, but that doesn't mean you can't get a job. Sergio, it's going good, man. Thanks, man. Trying to find out a way to get better options. I'm an architect, but the sector is messed up. I realize I'm more interested in programming. Ooh, that sounds good. You can combine the two. What's your advice on the tech portion of interviews for someone that does not have a CS degree? Yeah, just say that I don't know how to do this problem, but I'm willing to try if you give me an opportunity. I might ask for help. Just FYI. I might not know how to get to the right answer, but I'm willing to let you see my thought process while I talk out loud and do it. They can appreciate that. It's not about the right answer. It's about communicating what you need and how you're doing it. That's what you do at work. When you have a problem, you don't just sit there and struggle bus alone and don't say anything. Oh, you do, but then you Stack Overflow, and if you can't find that, you go ask for help. Remote work till I get my citizenship in 5 years? Wait, what? How far are you with PPL? Yeah, I got a call about that tomorrow. What's the labor law on flexible hours? Do companies need to pay you if they make you work weekends? No. If you take a salary, then they just pay you what they pay you. It doesn't matter when or where or how. They just gotta pay you the salary because that's what you agreed to. Salary is trash. It's always trash. Is C language even worth learning? Yeah, you could do hardware, a lot of hardware stuff with it. What would you say someone needs to prepare for a programming? You gotta apply and find out what they want. Google State University. Yeah, that's what that needs to be. Google needs to open up Google University. How to live in 2020. Everything is saturated. Lee, exactly. How much should I charge for my first website? I mean, how much money do they have to pay you? You got to figure that out first. You got to figure out some sense of what they're willing to pay you. And if you want to charge more than that, how good are your persuasion skills? That's how it goes. Katya's back. She left, she went and did stuff, and she came back. Welcome back. Marry someone with a citizenship in the country where you want to live. That's called visa fraud. Give us more corporate cringe videos. Bruh, I got some good corporate cringe. I got some good. So, I don't know if Farmer Brad's still here, but Farmer Brad, he linked me this video of this robot that is like it's like a little screen on a tall robot. It looks like a Segway, basically. Put a screen on a Segway and it rolls around the office. Remote workers can just have control of the robot, and the robot rolls around. And it can like go interact with, it's like a person, so like it's a remote worker in the form of a robot, and they can roll around the office and go bother people. How do you reinvest the money you make from tech? It depends, man. You need to have enough money for the investment to be worth it. Sometimes you need living expenses. You got to prepare for a safety net. You got to have money to put back into your business, to hosting fees and equipment and internet. Like, it depends. Tall Robot's good name for a brand. Zach, thank you. Can I send you corporate cringe on Instagram? Sure. Not fraud if you truly love the woman and you marry and live with her. You think that's literally what every fraudulent marriage does, though, right? I truly love her. Look at all of my love notes. Here's some flowers that I had. Here's pictures of me giving her flowers. Like, Josh, hi, what up? You'd be a great friend mate. I mean, thanks. So it's a male robot. They did this in the 70s and said it was the future. It wasn't a male robot. It was like, look, I have a video. Let me pull it up. Y'all want to see it? It's really creepy. Super duper creepy.
Hello, I'm Tom
Yeah,
Simon.
yeah, be quiet. Make sure I don't got anything that's gonna dox me. Okay, look at this. That's the wrong one. Alright, here's the right one. So this is the little robot that goes around. And you're on a screen, and this is the robot here. This is gonna be in the corporate cringe video. And it just rolls around the office. How creepy is that? How creepy is this? So, like you're trying to work and just some robot just rolls in. Like his face is on the screen. This is so creepy. Like, get away from me. Imagine paying so much money so that like you can micromanage, like the boss can CEO in and micromanage his office while he's on the beach. Oh, hi. You're literally talking down to your coworkers right now. That is so... No. Just no. You can walk and talk with your coworker. This is like... No. Look, it's even in the meeting with you. So everyone in the meeting can look at you. Isn't that creepy? Look, all their heads were in sync. Look at this. Watch when they turn around. Yeah, HR robots. Imagine HR just strolling around the office like this. Or a robot just like comes and opens your office door to come in. It's like, hello. Yeah, hang a coat on it. Exactly. Look, see how like that's so weird. This is creepy, dude. This is creepy. It's got that uncanny valley factor, you know? Like, get away from me. Yeah, imagine remote workers gliding around the office and just coming to say hello. Well, they get to be on the beach, but you got to be in this office with sticky notes on the wall. Like, just call me, man, or let's have like a video chat. Like, this is weird. I don't need to be able to go around the office. I don't want to be in the office. Oh, it ran into the wall. You know, I don't know. This thing would need maintenance every day that I was at the office. This thing would have some serious yeah, this is gonna, so for all you guys, you get a sneak peek at the next corporate cringe, but yeah. Get away from me. Like, knock it over. Pull the battery out. Hide the battery. Yeah. So, that's gonna be... So, instead of spending money on reinvesting into their coworkers so that they and saving that money to not pay rent on the office, they invest in robots. A company's spending thousands of dollars to buy you a robot so that you can stroll around the office and be annoying. Instead of spending that money giving you a bonus or training you to be better at what you do to make the company more money. Man, that's creepy. Yeah. All the things that the company could do with their money, and they choose to make it so that other people can roll up on you. No. Someone said, do you think there are people out there who are genuinely comfortable with the lack of privacy that comes with open office, or are they simply too docile? I think they don't think about it. They probably just don't think about it, or they just don't care. Or maybe they don't know why they should care. Like that whole argument of, well, if you have nothing to hide, what's the problem? It's not about having something to hide, you know? That's like flipping the burden of proof onto you when it's phrased that way. If you have nothing to hide, what's the problem? I don't have anything to hide. Just, you know, you don't need to know everything. Well, why not? What do you mean? Just because I don't want to tell you, that's why. I think I'm a pretty transparent person, and that's where I'm at with the privacy. Like, why don't football teams go across the field and hand their playbook to the other team? Well, if you got nothing to hide and you just have better players, why don't you show me your playbook? Think about it. Doesn't make any sense. It's a dumb argument. What's the point of offices? People will say face-to-face communication is better, but really it's so that you can get micromanaged. Unless you have to go to do hardware stuff, unless you have to go to an office to turn a wrench on a machine, you physically have to be there to do the work that you're getting paid to do. You shouldn't have to go. All right, Daniel, what are your thoughts on going to a 2-year front-end developer education while self-learning? Live in Sweden, the education is in trade school and it's free. That sounds fine. I'd do it. If you're young. I found a Tinder account with your photo named Corporate Cringe. That'd be interesting. Except I'm not on Tinder. Mike. What do you think the future of sales engineer? What is a sales engineer? It's just sales that sells engineering software? Sales engineer, huh? Does that mean you just know the tech specs, but you have to go sell stuff? I mean, sales is always number one, right? Every time a company fires salespeople, they've done the dumbest thing. Sales and marketing are the two most important things in a company. Because if you don't have those and you have a very great product, it doesn't matter. Corporate Tinder video. There's no... What? You could do Tinder cringe? That's kind of unrelated. And people would just say that... No, that's... No. Yeah, if you're transparent, if you're completely transparent, it gives people an advantage over you. Well, if you live in Disneyland and you think everyone just has positive, true, pure intentions towards you, you would be wrong. So, you know. Sales engineers do marketing stuff, maybe some growth. Then that sounds pretty good. I mean, marketing is more important than the product. Honestly, marketing and sales. Are we back? Okay. Yeah. Do you think starting salary exceptions of junior dev is a bubble that will inevitably come way down as more people develop the skills to fill those roles? Like, so you're talking about like supply and demand? Not really. Not for a while. Two and a half hours. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We've had a great chat today, I think. Thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go to the gym, burn some calories. Before you head out, just do me a favor, hit thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And let me know in a comment if you want to see business stuff. Let me know exactly what you want me to talk about. It's so vague. Is it realistic to jump right into contract work after a 3-month code bootcamp? Pete, yeah, a lot of recruiters will try to get you that actually. How many hours a week do you work? I think the better question is how many hours a week feel like work? Because I work a lot technically, but the moments that feel like work are probably when I've edited a video and I'm like, I just want to post it, but I know if I do, it'll be trash. Overall, ready? Yep. How do you market with as a new developer? Medium blogs and YouTube videos. LinkedIn posts. All right, yeah, that's it. We're out. I'm out. Dogs, what are you doing? Come say bye to the stream. Come say hi to the stream. Son, come say bye. Come say bye. I'll let the music play, but I'll turn it off in a minute. Damn, boy, he's thick. All right, see you guys later.